back out on the water today, and this video is going to be a little bit different because I didn't film an intro or anything like that for this video, and I didn't really talk a lot while I was fishing. Just wasn't really feeling it that day while I was on the water, but I did catch some fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some different decisions that I made on the water that contributed to me catching some fish. Talk to you about what I saw, what I ended up doing to catch those fish, how I was fishing the bait, and some things I think that are going to help you guys out when you go out and start fishing yourself. There's one. Oh, it's a good one too. Good one. Underspin, homemade underspin. Good fish. It's a good one. Putting the Vanford to the test. Hopefully he stays on there. It's a good fish. Coming up. Coming up. Oh yeah. You're not happy. Come on, guy. Come on, man. Come on up here. Come on, man. I got you. There we go. Stay on there, buddy. Stay on, buddy. There we go. There we go. Not a bad one. Look at that. Slick shiner to the mouth. Not bad. That thing catches one, guys. That slick shiner's good. Look at that. Slick shiner right down in there. Legit. One of the best ways to support my channel is to buy your tackle through omniafishing.com using my affiliate link. Any purchases made earn me a commission. Save the link that you see right here and use it every single time you go to Omnia Fishing so I can receive credit off of those purchases. Save the link by clicking the star, which will then save it as a bookmark. The next step is to click done, and then you can retrieve that bookmark by simply clicking on the bookmark tab that you see here, and then by clicking on the Omnia Fishing link. You can also follow me on omniafishing.com and see my favorite products, tackle lists that I've created for you, and if it's your first time shopping, use my code LUNAFIRST15 and you can save 15% off your first purchase. I know I don't fish underspin a lot on this channel. It's probably something I should start fishing a lot more, but while I was out fishing the other day, I saw bait kind of busting up on the bank. I saw bait busting outside of the grass line, and I couldn't get bit on topwater, I couldn't get bit on a frog, I couldn't get bit on a buzzbait, and I'm like, I know these fish are eating, so I was like, well, maybe something like a little swim bait or something like that, and then I decided to go with the underspin, and literally within the first few casts, I got that better quality fish, and then in that same area where I saw those fish feeding, I threw it back out there, and I was just reeling it super, super slow, just enough to get that tail to move, just enough to get that blade to go and to spin, and I ended up catching those two fish pretty darn quick. There's one. There's another one. Oh, it's a little guy. Little guy. Smoked it though. Smoked it. I think the key was just paying attention to my surroundings and just doing what the fish told me they were doing. It wasn't like I was trying to throw a jig when they're eating that bait, that I was throwing something that looked exactly like what they wanted to eat. And where I live, a lot of times the bait's really, really small, so I had that slick shiner swim bait that I made up myself with my do-it molds, and I was able to pair it up with a homemade underspin and catch some fish. So it's pretty rewarding to be able to see all that stuff going on, find a bait, and catch some fish. There we go. There we go. There we go. Finally got one. Had to throw the worm again. They didn't want the wobble head. They didn't want a crankbait. They wanted the big worm. They wanted the big worm. Little guy. So it obviously is summertime right now, and a lot of times, like I've talked about in other videos, during the midday, those fish start to go down into deeper water. They go into those deeper grass lines, they go to outside rock piles and stuff like that. And so I decided to start throwing that big worm. I've been smashing fish on the 6th Sense ridgeworm this summer. Like I literally had a video recently where I was basically almost catching fish every cast. I think that video might have been going out live on YouTube today. I'll link it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. But it was just game on 10-inch worm fish, and I've been catching them at every lake that I've been going to recently, and it's been an awesome producer for me. Guys, real quick, I want to talk to you guys about what I have on right here. This is my Buck and Bass long sleeve sun hoodie and face buff. These things are awesome, guys. It's humid out here. I'm sweating while I'm recording this video, and this thing is not sticking to me. It's super comfortable. The face buffs are awesome as well. Has a vent in the mouth. I hope you guys can see it. Your nose is clear, your mouth is clear. You're not getting that fog that you get with a lot of different face buffs on the market. A lot of R&D went into this. They have the full throttle hood on this sun hoodie, which basically means you can go full throttle in your bass boat and have that hood cinched down and it's not gonna fly off of you. They took it a step further and they have this little clip on here as well, so that way when you have that hood cinched down with this right here, you can get it and just cinch it down with this snap right here so it's not blowing in your face or anything like that. A lot of smart stuff went into making this. They created their own fabric and everything for these sun hoodies. Check them out at buckandbass.com. There we go. There we go. There we go. Shaky head fish. First cast on the spot. Stay on, fish. Stay on there. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh, little guy. Little guy. It's been a grind out here today. Been a grind. So the next thing that I decided to go do on this fishing trip was to go out and throw the shaky head. One, I wanted to try to get content for 6th Sense with the Divine Shaky Head and the Divine Shaky Worm. I got a bunch of fish on it, but I didn't get any big ones or anything like that. I really wanted to get one big one so I could get some pictures, some good video and stuff like that. And it didn't work out. I did catch a bunch of fish, but last summer, and why I think this is a great summertime bait is last summer I caught some of my biggest fish of the year on that exact setup. It's the Divine Shaky Head with the Divine Shaky Worm. I fish a lot of clear water, so I'm using the green pumpkin heads and the watermelon candy or the green pumpkin worms, and they just flat out catch fish. There we go. There we go. Another one. Shaky head spot. Divine Shaky Worm getting it done. I don't know how big this guy is. He's fighting good. He's fighting good. Little guy again. Little one again. Little ones are fun too, but I'm ready to catch a big one. A couple of the great things about that worm is that it's super durable and it's unique. There's not a lot of worms on the market like that one. It has a unique shape. It has the different ribbing and stuff like that. Really good quality worm. I've caught a ton of fish on it. You can Texas rig it. You can wacky rig it. You can fish it on a Jika rig, which I might be doing out here today because there's a lot of brush at this lake. And you can just fish it all kinds of different ways. You could drop shot it as well if you wanted to. But one of my favorite ways to fish it is on a shaky head, given that name of that worm. But I know that if you guys pair it up with one of the Divine Shaky Heads, you're going to be able to catch some fish in tough situations. It's a great summertime bait as well. There's one. There's one. Got one. Shaky head. One feels like a decent fish. Feels like a decent, no. Nah, just a little guy. Got him though. Got him. Something else that's really good to do is sometimes you'll be fishing an area, whether it's with a crankbait or a big worm or something like that, and they just stop eating. But sometimes just going from that big worm to a shaky head
we'll add a few more bites off of that exact spot. A lot of times it works really good when you're fishing a reaction bait and then switch it up and go to something slow, but you can still do that even if you're throwing a big worm or a jig and you're fishing it slow, and then you can go to that shaky head or the smaller profile and get some of those fish to fire and bite that new bait that you just threw into that same area.
There we go. There we go. Shaky head. There we go, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Still not a big one, but it's better. It's better. There we go.
Well guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope you guys learned something, kind of got into my head a little bit while we were out fishing on this recent trip. I hope some of those tips that I gave you in this video are going to help you guys catch more fish. If you want to watch more of my content, make sure to hit some of these playlists that are on the screen right now. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Any questions or anything like that, make sure to drop them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.